Hello and welcome to my channel, Neurodivination. My name is Beck and I am here today to discuss my passions for starting an intentional community. As I've been going on this spiritual journey, I have discovered that I am really passionate about spirituality, obviously, being queer, and being neurodivergent. Like, all of these three things are very interwoven with each other for me, and through that I have been trying to align more with my values and what my soul wants to do in this life. And one of those things is starting an intentional community. And an intentional community is really just about being with other people, which is a human need and desire, in a space where we are like-minded but different enough so that we have different viewpoints and different skills and hobbies and all of these things, but in a way that we just like cohesively work together to create something meaningful and more in line with Mother Gaia, the earth, protecting her. I feel like a deep calling to protect the earth. Like, I am a very environmentally conscious person. I feel like I have always been this way. I just was swept up in what is considered normal in our society, which is basically using single-use plastic, using materials and throwing away materials that don't break down, putting things in the landfills, not composting. I want to grow my own food. I want so many things that in my current situation I'm taking small steps, but it's harder to do when you're surrounded by people who just don't really think about it. It's not so much that they don't care, they just don't think about it. It's not part of their like conscious awareness. And I've been there as well. So as I've been growing spiritually and healing myself, it's become more and more apparent that this is where my soul wants to go. This is the direction that we want to take. And it's great because I just always visualize and kind of daydream, manifesting, bringing this into my reality, what this could look like. And for the most part, it's a intentional community of queer and neurodivergent people. We all have like our own tiny home, or I really like Paul Wheaton's tiny houses that he has created, where it's like in earth, like set into earth, so that there's like soil and growth on top, and it helps you eliminate the need for power to like heat and cool your home, so they just naturally stay warm in the winter and cold in the summer, which is definitely my vibe. I've never really liked air conditioning. Like, I get hot and I appreciate air conditioning when it's really hot, but I don't like that stale artificial air. So that feels aligned. It's also around the concept of using, like, if you do have power in the place, which I do think we would, it would just be like not using energy to heat and cool a house, but using, like, is it the incandescent lights to like produce heat, which I've noticed. I had a light above my bed here, or I have one, and I had an incandescent light in there before, and it would actually like make me hot. And then when that burnt out, I ended up having to use like a coated LED, which is just like, it's still blue light, but it's coded to be warm light, and they're not very good for you, and it's just what we have in this house, so I decided to just use that. But it doesn't have the same effect of like warmth, so I find that very interesting as well. And being autistic, I also am very sensitive to what me and a past coworker, she called it a morgue lighting. So like LED lighting. This house that I'm in has like drop ceilings with like that old school lighting from like schools or offices with like the black lines and the weird like pressed down paper looking tiles, and that light literally like hurts my eyeballs so much. And I just feel like it's because also it's not very natural. I also used to say that it's because I'm a witch, because witches don't really like that light either. So yeah, it's just an interesting thing because LED light is like against our natural rhythm with the sun, and it's just not in line with how I'm supposed to be. Like, I'm just more of the earth. I have a very deep connection with the earth, and I just grew up in this environment that I'm in where it's been the opposite, so that I could come out of that and really embrace my true soul's calling. There have been so many things that I have, like small changes I have made in the last couple of years, just like not consuming more than I'm supposed to be, not being so attached to my material possessions, being more open to wanting to experience things and have fun versus having things, and just like simplifying my life in general. And I've been doing more like DIY homemade foods and products, and it's just been a slow process, but I'm seeing big gains from taking these small steps. So that's really great. And so this intentional community, I would have a community building where we would all have community meals, events, workshops, possibly like housing for people. And I just envision having like visitors come to like check it out, which is what a lot of intentional communities do. But they would just have like a certain amount stay, and they would volunteer and get fed and everything for their time helping. And I just really enjoy that energy exchange. So I just envision a lot of the people who live there having their like spiritual skills and, you know, everyday skills, and using those to like create workshops and classes. And people from the outer communities could even come in just for like these workshops and classes and seminars and things, and experience a little bit of our community. I'm not sure. I want to have like a bulk grocery store, like a refill grocery store, and we would grow some of the items, possibly bring in some items. Not really sure, because I want to have a low carbon footprint, but hopefully whatever we can grow, like I'm sure we could do tea and herbs and spices and maybe even some types of flour and stuff. I'd have to see, but it would be something that the community could also come in and participate with. So I want to be able to be self-sufficient and grow all our own food. And we would also do a lot of like campfires and dance parties and karaoke and fun things and events where the community could also come in and participate. And I don't know, I just want to create like a sanctuary for neurodivergent queer people. And I know there are more people out there like me. I just haven't completely found them. The ones who really value being one with the earth and kind of stepping away from the normal living we've had in this life, and just going more like back to the basics, back to earth, back to what's really important, because this is the time to do it. I mean, most of the earth is not doing well right now, and I'm just very passionate about being queer and being neurodivergent, that it's important to me to have a community for people like me who are spiritual and want to live. I just want to be. I just want to live and I want to be. I want to be with my favorite people every day, experience connection, safety, community, and then also help other people through that by having programs. And it could be online as well. I'm open to that. And just creating this real, like I said, sanctuary. So if this resonates with you, please comment and maybe we can connect. Comment, like, share, and subscribe my video to my channel. I just want to really get this started. I think it's time. So I hope this reaches the people that it needs to reach, and I appreciate you watching. Thank you so much.